Welcome one, welcome all. This is my Masonic Bible channel on YouTube. Gonna be plenty of videos coming out because this is a thick Bible. Look at that baby. Got nice gold pages on the side. Very interesting. We got Jesus on the front here as depicted in Western society. When I was in Arizona, I went over to one of my buddies who happens to be a black man, and his family, this was the first time I ever seen it, his family had a black Last Supper. Everybody in the Last Supper was black. It was the first time I'd ever seen it. It actually blew my mind a little bit, and it got me thinking a little bit like, whoa, wait, what's really going on here? You know what I mean? Like, I've been to a Roman Catholic my whole life. We went to Catholic church. This is who we saw. When I saw their black Jesus hanging on their Last Supper, and it was actually at two houses, not just his. It was actually at his mother's house as well. I was blown away, just blown away. But here you see, of course, they got to put their symbolism right up front, you know. And I'm not the biggest conspiracy theorist because I believe that conspiracy actually just means strategy. So and by that token, I'm a conspiracy. Everything I do is a conspiracy because I consider myself a master strategist personally. All right. Here we go. First couple pages. The Bible. This book contains, and it goes on to say a little bit right there. Go ahead and pause it if you want to read that. I'm not going to read all that for you right now. Here we got all their symbols up and down. I don't know what that sword is called or whatever, but the only time I've ever seen that, I believe, is in the Middle East. Don't quote me on that. Down here it says the first complete English translation of the Bible was made by Wycliffe in 1384. But if you look on Wikipedia, I believe King James, interesting. I believe version of the Bible is not printed until 1611. Why was that not printed until 1611? There was a gentleman named William Tyndale who was executed in 1536 because he translated a Bible, and they confiscated all the Bibles, burned them, and executed him by strangulation. Hey, how good of a church is that, huh? They'll hang you. They'll hang you. Nice and neat, right? But 1534, and then 1536, they came out with their own English translation. So they said, no, we don't want you to have it, but then they came out with their own. So that kind of is a little fishy to me. Like, why don't you just let his English version be, right? They must have changed something, I'm guessing. Anyhow. Over here, first American edition, Cambridge, Massachusetts, 1661. They love their sixes, right? They love their sixes. Don't get too crazy now because there's more of them. The Bible is composed of 66 books written by 3/6. What is 3 6s? The mark of the beast, right? Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Here we got your copyright dates, alphabetical table of contents. I'm going to pause on this. Anybody that wants me to go through any of this stuff, just leave a comment down below. I'm going to be making a point to go through a lot of this Bible, but it's going to take a little time. I don't like making long videos. I mean, this is my first video, but I already don't like them. From darkness to light. What does that sound like to y'all people? To me, that sounds Luciferian. Comment below. Tell me what you think. Here's the meat of it. How about that page? Whoa with the symbolism. Holy cow. Let's start in the bottom corner here. This is to certify that our worthy brother, sign your name probably right there, has entered apprentice, whatever, passed to fellowcraft, raised to the sublime degree of Master Mason, and is a member of the, I'm guessing that's lodge number whatever, at wherever your town is or whatever. And we recommend him to all brothers and fellows wherever dispersed. Dispersed meaning that they're all over. Here along the entire border you have look at these symbols right here. And I don't think the circle actually means much because it's in between those two every time. I think the real symbols we need to be looking at is this Celtic looking cross and then that star right there. We got a shoe with the gold rope for whatever that is. Here we got their Masonic checkerboard, right, with the pentagram. You got to kneel every time you go in there. You got to kneel. You got to kneel. 3 candles with their Bible that says Psalm C, XXX, III, and it's got their tools on top of the Bible, right? Because they're more important than the Bible, allegedly. And up here we got the heliocentric model, right? We got the globe Earth, the moon. The moon is out here in darkness. We got their pillars. Obviously, their pillars are always front and center, you know. They got these steps leading up. I'm guessing those are the first third degrees. Here are this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more degrees. And interestingly enough, all these pillars are all very different. I don't know if you noticed that, but they're all very different. So I'm guessing those are degrees as well. You got 4 more, 2, 4, 6, 7 more steps. And then you got the big G, right? And if you notice over here, there's no sun. So I'm guessing this is what's meant to be their sun lighting it up. You see that? Down below, you got more of their tools. You see they've got the uncarved stone and then the nice polished, you know, how they make it, right? They make everything nice and polished and perfect. If anybody could tell me what this means, these Rubik's Cube looking things connected in a triangle, I have no idea what those means. I'm going to have to do some research. Here we got more of their symbols. Temperance, fortitude, prudence, and justice. And justice. Moving on, we've got an olive branch, maybe mistletoe. We've got the IHS, I'm guessing. Don't quote me, but I believe that's a Jesuit thing. Look that up. Somebody tell me in the comments. Over here, we got the all-seeing eye. Very interesting. Notice how the all-seeing eye is over here in the black. How come it's not over here in the light with the rest of the stuff? It's over here in the darkness. You know. Symbols mean everything to these people. They put it there for a reason, you know. Royal Order of Scotland. And to all my conspiracy buffs, the 9-pointed star. Somebody find out what that 9-pointed star means. I'm going to look it up as well. In fact, I think there's a definition of it in here. Because this Masonic Bible is the cyclopedic Bible. So it has different kinds of... It's just interesting. It almost explains the Bible through Masonic terms, which I'm going to get into in later videos. You got the cross and the crown. Why do the cross and the crown go together, people? Here you got the double-headed eagle with the 32 on it, and down below it, it says, you're going to have to look that up. That's in Latin or something. Spes, MEAINDECEST. Whatever that means. You got some grapes in the middle. Over here you got their tools again. Of course, they are the foundation, right? So they put them holding up the tree almost, kind of. Here you got some more symbols, which I have no idea. I'm going to have to really do some research. In fact, I do believe that most of these symbols are mentioned here in this Bible. So as we go along, we're going to figure some of this stuff out, you know what I mean? Ancient accepted Scottish rite. And then all along here, I don't know if you see this, it has degrees and it says different things. Lodge of Perfection, Council, Chapter, Consistory of Sublime Princes of the Royal Secret. Royal Secret? Didn't John F. Kennedy say we're against secrets? Commandery of Knights Templars, Council of Royal and Select Masters, Chapter of Royal Archmasons. Now down here is something very interesting. Look what we have down here. We got the heliocentric model again on the pillars there. And then we have all these hieroglyph looking things. And this kind of looks like Egypt to me, right? Look at all these stones and different stuff. And then down here in the corner, doesn't that look like Gmail to anybody? Or better yet, does anybody remember when Kim Jong-un sent an emissary to send a letter to Donald Trump? What did that picture look like? It looked exactly like that, my friends. It looked exactly like that. So anyways, one heck of a page full of symbolism. We're going to have to decode this. We're going to have to go through this. Your help will be truly appreciated. I'm going to keep going through this research, and I'm sure I have plenty of the information here. As we keep on going from darkness to light, symbols of Freemasonry. It has been correctly stated that the symbol constitutes the very essence of Freemasonry. We already knew that. They use symbols. They use symbols, people. We knew this. But for them to be talking about it like this, and you can read through this whole thing down here. Hence the inestimable value of this chart, which visualizes the symbols of the Mason's journey from darkness to light. Then down here, the science of symbolism explained. You guys can read that. Over here, the origin of Masonic symbols. Freemasonry was founded as a speculative science on an operative art. Here's my question, y'all. What is all this stuff, especially from darkness to light? That's twice we've seen that. What is all this stuff doing at the very beginning of my Bible? Why is this stuff not in the back? Right? That tells me that they honor this stuff more than they honor the actual teachings in the Bible, because this stuff comes first. Does that make sense? And clearly, as you can see, they got their pentagram over here. This book was meant for somebody to go into Freemasonry and utilize it. Right? This was meant for somebody to use this book throughout their journey through Freemasonry. So, possibly a little gold mine, you know what I mean? And right here, look, what do we got? 4th degree to the 33rd degree. All right, my Masonic Bible channel, I'm out.